There we go.
Yeah, recording?
Yeah. Press the big red button once more to stop recording. So, I am Kuhn and you are Hoffman.
I am.
So I guess...
Very nice to meet you. I'm just kidding.
Yeah. We're old pals, yeah.
Yeah.
So I guess before we start, like it seems kind of hard to think about like putting out like a discrete, because it's like multi-dimensional. So instead of saying like this is sort of the initial offer, I guess like what is it that you're trying to solve for? Is it like a profitability number or like a number of people or something like that?
Yeah. So first of all, this is a very good question. And in general, as I was preparing for this meeting today, I was thinking that, maybe because of the context, you might think of it as some kind of a negotiation. But for me, this is like we're teammates working together towards mutual goal and preparing for the meeting. We have these sandwich partners and we want to create the most value for them.
Mm-hmm.
So what I suggest is just put on all the cards on the table and just be fully honest. Let me know if that's okay with you.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I think is the best way to go about this meeting.
Yeah, that sounds
Just
good.
like really, I want to tell you everything.
Yeah.
I'm not allowed to show you my notes, but I'm going to verbally tell you everything.
Okay.
And hopefully you're going to do the same.
Yeah, I like that.
Okay, so we agree to be honest and
Yeah.
awesome. So I care about impact.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, as R&D and kind of like preparing for the long term. I believe that as a pharma company, our main value is in kind of like breakthrough research and coming up with new like the next thing that's gonna change the world basically.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't want to just focus on short-term financial goals.
Mm-hmm.
I prefer to invest in R&D and make sure they're in the right path to create long-standing value for our company. And I think that's something that Sandwich will appreciate as they really understand the pharma market. And I believe that the value of companies like ours is actually determined by kind of like number of patents we have, the scientists we have, those kind of things. So I actually divided 5 categories. I think we mentioned the previous meeting we kind of talked about we're going to make decisions based on those 5 categories.
Mm-hmm.
And I was trying to optimize for the impact points.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm happy to share the list with you. And then I want to know what you optimized for and
Yeah, well, maybe before you do the list, I can tell you sort of like at a high level what I'm optimizing for. So the thought is that this is it's a financial buyer, and it's a private equity group that's likely going to hold our business for 4 to 6 years. And so in those 4 years, they need to be able to pay off essentially their debt payments for those 4 years. And then after that would be likely putting in more capital or selling the business again. And so to ensure that we're able to pay off those debt payments, it's sort of you end up on the opposite end of the spectrum where we do actually need to create cash flow in the short run. And not that that's I think they're not totally mutually exclusive in the sense that if we are financially strong today, it's going to allow us to be a sustainable business going forward. So I'm thinking about if we want to create a tremendous amount of change over the next 25 years. If we invest entirely in 25-year strategies, we'll just burn out and we just won't get there. The idea is you need to take sort of the technology and the patents that we do have and be able to make money with that today to build a foundation so that we can keep going essentially, so that we can continue to survive and thrive and continue coming up with new research that will last for 10, 20, 30 years going forward. But I think that, what is it, I forget the guy's name.
Did I have a sandwich?
Sandwich. Let's see. Sandwith, yeah.
Yeah.
The
Sorry.
sandwich man. But so Sam, with his perspective, so I think his mindset is going to be like, yes, I've taken out a bunch of debt to acquire this company, and it's sort of non-negotiable that we can cover those debt payments in the short term before and once we're able to do that, then we can think long term to sort of pushing the science further. Does that make sense?
I mean, I understand where you're coming from. Again, I mean, as I said, my concern is just also when Sandwith, like you said, private equity, they want to cash out at some point. I feel like even if they're going to exit and even sell the company, they want to make sure that they have a company with a much higher value than the one that they acquired.
Mm-hmm.
So again, I mean, it's kind of like, yes, I agree about the short-term gains, for sure, but I also think we should really focus on the long term.
Mm-hmm.
So we should see how we balance those things.
Yeah. Okay. Let's start getting
what
into it.
What did you optimize for?
So mine is optimized for essentially return. So profit increase in millions of euros over the next few years, and then your
Profit returns.
mm-hmm.
So money.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. And so as I said, mine is it's kind of called mission impact points. So it's kind of like the mission of the company, growing, like developing the company as a long-term strong pharmaceutical company.
Mm-hmm.
And the way I see it, I mean, we are both kind of right. I mean, we need financial returns and we need mission impact points.
Mm-hmm.
So we need to the way I see it, we need to come up with the combination that's going to be maximized for those two parameters. So together, so we can calculate and then.
Yeah. What are the most important for you?
Right. So I would say new products is number one for sure.
Okay.
And so obviously, innovation, that's my the most important one. Because this is where I actually can really optimize on my impact points and can get really high points there.
Yeah. And then what about your least important one?
Yeah, that was the next point I was going to go to. So my least important one is collaboration and partnerships, so I can make conceptions there. And then the second most important ones are there's a tie between staffing and technology investments.
Mm-hmm.
So these are kind of like my number two. And then my third, which is also the second from the last, is strategic initiatives.
Strategic initiatives, okay. So I think that's helpful because I think I have a slightly different force rank.
Okay, that's good. What's your most important one?
So my most important is also new products.
Oh, sure. Okay.
But yes, I'm not out of the gates, but then let's see, then staffing, and then let's see. So sorry, staffing and then collaborations.
Okay, and collaborations for me are the last, so that's good. So your number one is new products, and then your number two is staffing. And is that like absolute number two? So there's no tie?
I mean, it depends on.
I mean, just what's the maximum you can get there?
So new products is definitely the most important.
Uh-huh.
And then staffing next. So then collaborations, and then strategic initiatives, and then tech investments.
Okay, so new products, staffing, and you say the third one was collaborations?
Yep.
That's number three. And then strategic initiative and then technology?
Yep. So it looks like there's a mismatch. So staffing and new products
I
are
would
both
say
important.
that actually it's not really a tie. I would say that for me staffing is number two,
Mm-hmm.
and then technology investment is number three,
Mm-hmm.
and then strategic initiative is number four, and collaboration is number five.
So the mismatch, where we might have room on technology, collaboration, and those are the two big ones. Strategic initiatives were both low for us, but so
And also, I want to try to kind of like translate between my parameters and yours. So I want you to summarize what would be your most like pink, like perfect word. Just summarize how many like points you're gonna make, how many profit, I don't know.
yeah.
And I summarize mine. So mine is
10, 15.
I wish I had my calculator. 192. Yeah.
The most I can get is 48.
Okay, good. So yours is 48. Mine is 192. Is my maximum. So I want to say that kind of like this is the equivalent, and like my 192 points is equal to your 48 points, kind of in a way, just so we have kind of some kind of conversion between my metric and your metric. Does that make sense?
Yeah, but my guess is, so the opposite end of my spectrum is 0.
Oh yeah, mine is 0 as well. I mean, if you take my most pessimistic scenario, then I get 0.
Let's see. So
So what I'm trying to say is that 1 point of yours is not equal to 1 point of me.
yeah,
Because my so that is 192 and your total is 48. That's why we need some sort of conversion.
yeah,
So when we make concessions, and we need kind of to have like a mutual unit.
yeah,
to talk about.
that makes sense.
And
What's the one end? So it's so essentially it's 4 to 1.
I don't know if we are allowed to use our phones as calculators.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna pick up my phone just for the use of calculator. And I'm going to take 192 and divide by 48. So it's 4 times.
Perfect.
Okay. So every point of yours is worth 4 points of mine. Just so we're on the same kind of like metric. Okay, so you know what, actually, maybe I can translate my numbers right now. Maybe you can multiply by 4 right now, all of your numbers.
Yeah.
It will be easier then.
Let's see.
I feel like this is more like a math problem.
I know.
than negotiation.
So I can use my.
Honestly, I wish we were just looking at this one page together.
I
I wish
know.
we had like a board and just.
Okay.
Cool.
So I think a good place to start might be the collaboration technology, just because it's we might be able to each maximize. So it looks like collaboration is more important to me, technology is more important to you. So on collaboration,
I also think it might be just really helpful if we even just go through all of them and you tell me what's your maximum points and I'll write your maximum points as well, like we'll write for each of us. And then we're both just gonna try to optimize for like total number of points.
Yeah,
And not distinguish between whether it's my points or yours.
so I can get staffing 40, new
Me
pro,
too. 40.
okay,
And then what's like A is 40, B is. I really want to fill everything.
so,
Kind of like just read me all of your numbers, then I'm gonna read you all of my numbers, and
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna look at the same numbers.
oh, I got it.
Okay.
So it's, I've got 0, 10, 20, 30, 40.
Oh, okay, sorry. So it's 0, 10, 20, 30, 40. Yes. And then 40 products.
And then 0, 5, 38, 60.
Wait, how come it's 5? 5 is not a multiplication of 4.
1.25 times 4.
Oh, you had it. Okay.
That's why I needed the calculator.
Ah, okay.
I got some 3.75s in there, which took me a hot second.
Okay, so 0, 5, yes.
38, 60.
38, 60.
Mhm.
Okay.
And then 0, 10, 15, 20, 40.
Wait, 0, 10, 15, 20, 40?
Yep.
Uh-huh.
0, 30, 18, 32.
Okay.
0, 5, 10, 14, 20.
10, 14,
Yep.
20. Okay, so I'm going to read you my numbers.
Mm-hmm.
So, for staffing, so it's 40, 30,
Mm-hmm.
20, 10, 0.
Okay.
Then it's 60, it's for new products.
Mm-hmm.
24, 6, 0.
Okay.
Then it's 20, 15, 10,
Oh, sorry, 2015, 10,
6, 0.
0.
Then it's 32,
Okay.
30, 15, 0.
Okay.
And then it's 40, 25, 15, 4, 0.
0. Perfect.
Okay.
Okay. I want to make sure I got my 3.75 times 4 right. It is 15. I'm good.
Okay, cool.
So 40, so 1.
Now I feel like they really meant for us to multiply by 4.
52.
To work with numbers and not with.
So when I add all your totals up, I get to 172.
Oh, so maybe, okay, let me read to you from the beginning.
Yep.
It's 40, 30, like 3, 0. And then 2, 0, then 1, 0, then 0.
Yep.
Then 6, 0, 2, 4, 6, 0.
Yep.
Then 20, 15, 10, 6, 0.
Yep.
Then it's 3, 2,
Mm-hmm.
3, 0, 1, 5, 0.
Mm-hmm.
Then it's 40,
Mm-hmm.
25, 15, 4, 0.
Yep.
So if you take, okay, for staffing I have 40 and then new products is 60, so that's 100.
Mm-hmm.
Then you have 20, so 120, and then you have 32, so it's 152.
Oh, one
Then you have
night, sorry.
40. Yeah?
Yeah, you're totally right.
Okay.
They teach addition our third year
Yeah,
of
sometimes
business
my
school.
pronunciation is not perfect, so I thought maybe you misunderstood the numbers.
No, this is perfect. Okay. So now we gotta find the mismatches. Let's see.
I feel like we should look at this. Okay, here's how I look at it for a second. Let me know if you think that's okay.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like if we just look at the second option for each of us, that might be helpful. So we know if we make the concession, what will be the second number.
Mm-hmm.
Does that make sense?
Yep.
Okay.
Looks like the first one is pretty strict. I mean, it's increments of 10, so there's nothing interesting.
Right, so let's leave that for last
Okay.
right now, because we're going to the conclusion. And then for new products, my second scenario is 24, and your second scenario is 38, so I kind of feel like here we should, that's what I feel for now, that we should take my 60 and your 38. But let's go on and we'll discuss it later.
We could do the sum of, so the idea is like, so there's like value creation and value capture, and value creation would be the sum of each of them.
You're right, you're totally right.
And so
that's 40 for each of them. Yeah, you're right.
60, So the biggest value creation is that one of us grabs the
Yeah.
entire 60? So
Yeah, for new products, one of us would have to concede, that's for sure.
okay, so we'll grab the extremes on this one.
Yeah, you're right, that's the right approach. And then that's 25.
So it looks like,
That's 26, so this is easy choice, right?
which one?
For number 3,
Mhm.
I say we take D.
D, so D gets us a total of 26,
Yeah.
but
Oh,
E
sorry,
gets
it's
us
40.
40.
I didn't say
And we can
that,
go
sorry.
back and we'll make sure it all gets all even at the
Yeah.
end. Looks like B with 60, oh no, yeah, B with 60, for 4.
Plus 18. It's too early in the morning.
Yeah. And you know what, we
Well,
can,
that's perfect, I mean, that's B. Wait, does that make sense?
yeah, 30 and
Your
30.
numbers, yeah, oh, that's perfect, because we both get 30.
Yeah, and then, let's see, 4, it looks like A with 40 is the
Yeah,
best.
I agree. So who's making the concession here?
So yeah, so we just do all of those. There's just the bottom 3 would be what, 40 for me, and then 30, 30,
No, that seems right.
and then
I can see
40
over
for
here.
you.
I get 30 here. Yeah, let's calculate how much each of us got so far, so we know who will concede going forward. That's perfect.
So for 3, 4, and 5,
I'm getting 70.
yeah, so it's even, so 70 each.
Oh, you also got 70?
Yeah, so 40,
Whew. Okay.
30 each, and then 40 for
And then
you.
one of us is going to have to let go of 60, and one of us is going to have to let go of 40.
Oh, so that's the problem.
That's the problem.
So 60,
There's no way to really decide that.
and how much, so if we do one of the compromises below, how
Yeah.
much do we give up?
Too much. I don't want to give up. I feel like our combined value is more important than our personal.
38, so it gets us to 44.
I mean, I don't think we should, like, this is our company. I feel like we should both, we can just, like, flip a coin, in a way. Because I don't feel like we should make the concession.
Yeah, how does it,
There's no logical way.
the next vex, so if we do, which one?
Let's just make it fair, flip a coin, decide which one gets the stuffing, which one gets the new products, and live with the consequences.
I do like that. That's I guess from like an expected value basis, you do have the because we could do, so the other option is we could do, yeah, what is the 38? Is this me or you? Introduce nitrogen release.
Oh no, wait, no, you're right, because actually here, any option can give us the 40. So whoever concedes here loses 20 points, right, for the 60.
Mm-hmm.
So, oh, okay, we can still, you're right, we can still make this work. Okay, no, you're right.
I think we give up, let's see.
We can give up on the first one and still not lose any value, right? Because the sum of all the combination is going to give us 40.
So you get 40, I would get 0, so it'd be 38, and
So let's say we give you the new products, okay? You're getting A, I'm getting 0, and you're getting 60, okay?
okay.
So your total is 130, right? Because you had 70 plus
Yeah.
60, so 130.
Yeah.
And then mine for now is still 70. Now there's no way for me to make it to the 60. No, okay. It's not gonna work. Yeah, I don't see a way out. I mean, somebody is going to have 20 points less than the other, right?
So the
So one of us is going to have 130 and one of us is going to have just 110.
60, so I think we are. Yeah, let's do the. I think we're better off for that. So we'll flip the. So one of us will get 40 and one of us will get 60.
Yeah.
And if we flip a coin, so the expected
I
value
agree
is
with that.
50.
Well, I mean, we have an even odds here, so let's just do it.
Yeah, I like that. And so if we do the compromise down here, we could get to like a 3846, which for both of us is lower than.
Yeah, because
Expected
we're
value
working for the
system.
same company, we're not counterparts, right? I mean, we are trying to like increase the value of our company.
Yeah.
So I feel like, I mean, yeah, I feel like we should just do the like random
Yeah. All right. I don't have a coin, but I'll tell you what.
2 pieces. I don't know what it is.
All right. Wait. What's if I want to try to think if I do.
Wait, I have a coin. I have my wallet here.
Oh, you really have a coin?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Good. This is my jerry-rigged version was not going to be.
Oh shit, no. I don't have my wallet. But I can find a coin.
I'll tell you what.
How much time do we have?
I'll write an A or a B. I've got an A or a B written on the other side.
I did have. Oops. Okay.
So you choose either A or B, and then flip it. If you get it right, you get it 60. If you get it wrong, I get the 60.
Oh no, God. That's so hard. Okay, but that sounds fair. Okay, so you wrote either A or B, and I need to choose what you wrote. Okay, I'm gonna go with B.
Oh, it was B.
Yes.
Dang it! All right. So you get
I get
the
number.
60.
I get A, and then you get the E in the staffing, right?
Yeah. So we'll go with A, and then E. So let's see. E, A,
I almost said A.
B, A.
So let's just make sure we have the same, we're on the same page. So for number 1, we have E, then A, then E, then B, then A.
Yep.
Perfect.
Nice.
Awesome.
We crushed it.
Yeah, and we're gonna come to the meeting unified as one, right? So we're beginning with Sandwich.
I feel bad that the trueness was lost. I'm gonna end up with the math game more than the.
Yeah, but I kind of feel like this exercise was also just kind of like to make us see that it's more than just you against me. It's kind of like more about also value creation.
Yeah.
I feel like even the grading system, I mean, we still don't know how they're gonna grade.
Yeah.
I feel like they're gonna take into account the maximum value, like, and we made the maximum
Yeah.
value.
You don't get graded against each other. You get graded against
And against your
some
wall.
peers. Yeah. Nice. E. Let's see. So, yes.
I feel like this was the right way to handle it.
E.
Because honestly, there was no real way to negotiate it.
I know it would have been, especially with
How
only
would
an
you-
hour.
I would we convince each other that one of us should get the 40 and one of us should get the 60.
Yeah.
There's no like way to distinguish who should get it.
Yeah. It wasn't like.
Like what, you're gonna convince me no, profit more important, but I would tell you that long term is more important? It's gonna be
Yeah.
both.
Yeah. There wasn't like a good rational.
Yeah.
Nice. Is this which way?
Yeah, perfect. A, E, A, E, E, A. Yeah. Do I need to fill this as well? Did you say that? Oh, because then in my name.
I don't know if we both. I honestly don't know.
Yeah, just do it.
I'll do it anyway. Yeah.
And how do you spell your name? G.
John
That's
Bere.
what I thought, but just wanted to make sure. Hey, you know what? Both our last names start with B.
Oh yeah.
So that was a good letter for me to pick.
Let's see what did I end up with.
E, A, E, B, A. You're supposed to, oh, you need to divide 110 by 4 again, right?
Yes. 0.
I'm expecting you to get. I'm expecting you to get 27 and a half.
Yep.
Okay.
What did you end up with? You had one.
I had 130.
130.
I should make sure. 0, 60, 90, and 40. Yeah, 130.
130. What was my total again? In our sort of adjusted scoring, what was my total?
110. So if you take the number that you got, 27.5, and multiply by 4,
Yeah,
you're gonna get 100.
it does make sense because so 130 out of 192. So you got, I don't know, I'm making a number like 70%. So both of us got way above 50% of our
Yeah.
like our total of our sort of between
range.
0 and the maximum. All right, should I shut this thing off?